Your live interactive coverage with CBS 13 and Fox 23 will begin shortly. Your live interactive coverage with CBS 13 and Fox 23 starts right now.
Hello, happy Saturday, and hopefully all of you out there are getting to enjoy this beautiful weather that we have all weekend long. We'll get to that in just a few minutes with our meteorologist, Ryan Munn. But thanks for joining us. I'm Owen Kingsley. This is our digital studio here at CBS 13, and this is Weekend Headlines. Thanks for tuning in on this lovely Saturday evening. Let's get in a little bit of what we're working on here this evening. We actually begin with some pretty intense news coming out of Ogunquit. 2 swimmers were rescued off the coast of Ogunquit. Officials say after a combined effort, a single firefighter jumped into the water to save them. Around 1:30 this afternoon, the Ogunquit Fire Department responded to the Norseman Hotel near where 2 swimmers in wetsuits were in distress. They say the 2 were about 150 yards from shore and fighting the heavy surf. Officials boarded a boat and were helped by a local fisherman from Perkins Cove. Ogunquit firefighter Nathaniel Pierce went into the water alone and swam to the 2 swimmers and helped return them safely to shore. Ogunquit's fire chief is praising those involved in the rescue.
Firefighters aren't lifeguards. It's not something they do every day. Firefighter Pierce did a great job getting those 2 folks to shore. And then he evaluated them and transported them to the hospital for further evaluation. So kudos to him.
An incredible job there. Fire officials are reminding people the ocean still very cold in the mid-40s. Hypothermia can set in within minutes, even with a wetsuit. And you can be tricked by nice warm days like this into thinking the water is nice, but fire officials say this is a possibility. And overnight, down in that same region, authorities removed a minke whale from the shores of York. That's a picture of it from early this morning. Late last night, the whale washed ashore Long Sands Beach, and the York Police Department says Marine Mammals of Maine had to wait for the tide to go down before they could remove the dead whale. York police say while it was upsetting, the whale was removed successfully, and minke whales can grow up to 35 feet long and weigh 20,000 pounds. Pretty incredible view there of some great work from authorities down in York. And now we're seeing this nice weather. We're really seeing the tourism season come here in Portland. The downtown Portland saw thousands of tourists today, whether they were coming from land or sea. Well, some tourists enjoyed the beginning of the cruise ship season. Some packed the streets for Saturday's springtime weather. Crystal Joys is benefiting big from the start of tourism season, as many local shops downtown are. The Maine Tourism Association says 70% of businesses they polled don't have enough staff for this busiest time of the season. The manager of Crystal Joys, Martha Fournier, says they still need to fill some positions, but like many other businesses, they're excited to welcome the tourists.
Looking forward to it. And days like this are really exciting, where everyone's out and about.
Hear from more of the tourists coming to Maine this time of year, coming up tonight at 10 and 11. Well, as I have continued to mention over and over, beautiful weather. We're finally through that very wet streak we've seen. Let's tune now to our meteorologist, Ryan Munn, who's joining us from in our studio. Ryan, heck of a weekend. We got a lot more in store tomorrow.
Yeah, so Owen, we are looking at another beautiful day out there for your day on Sunday. I think we start out with sunshine, but then clouds will move in. But let's talk about this beautiful day that we had today. Temperatures topped out in the low to mid 70s throughout the state. 77 Wiscasset, over towards Augusta, 74 in Portland. I hope you were able to get out there today. Just an absolutely spectacular afternoon. And tomorrow's going to be another nice one as well. Now, temperatures are still in the 60s to near 70 degrees. So a very nice evening out there if you have plans to step outside throughout the evening or nighttime tonight. And as we head into the day tonight, you can see the overnight low temperatures running right around that 50-degree mark, and the winds will calm down as well. And here's a look at your forecast for the next couple days. We're looking at partly sunny skies for the day on Sunday. Now, Sunday, I think we start with sunshine, but then clouds move in for the afternoon. At times, we will see mainly cloudy skies, especially in southern areas through the afternoon and evening. And there could be a shower, I think, possible down towards areas in extreme southern York County over towards areas like Portsmouth. There could be a very isolated shower overnight Sunday into Monday. That would be about it. And then the sunshine returns for the day. Monday, temperatures in the mid-60s, and then we cool off a little bit as we head into Tuesday. But, overall, no complaints from me. I'm sure there's no complaints from you and really anybody else. This is really going to be a nice stretch, but the pollen is going to be on the high side as well.
I am noticing in our comments right now, Becky Brown, thanks for tuning in. Woohoo. And that's how a lot of us feel right now. About
I think a lot of people are excited. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. But allergies, as you mentioned, that pollen coming in, it's going to be time to break up the Claritin.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, Ryan, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And again, you can check out Ryan's full forecast coming up at 10 on Fox and 11 on CBS 13. Well, I wanted to move on now, actually, as I'm sure some of you are aware, maybe watching the King Charles coronation over in England early this morning. Well, here in Maine, some people were celebrating as well. In Freeport, dozens of people celebrated at the British store with a culturally authentic lunch accompanied by bagpipe music. In attendance today, a mother and daughter who are from the UK and alive for Queen Elizabeth II's coronation. Queen Elizabeth was crowned more than 70 years ago, but 99-year-old Ella Couch remembers where she was on that day, which not many still do. And her daughter, Christine Lashua, is happy to celebrate a coronation she can actually remember.
Actually, it's my second, except I was 2, so I don't remember the Queen's coronation. My mother had a garden party for just like this. So.
Ella Couch says her celebration for the Queen all those years ago was similar to today's, with traditional food and music. Well, thanks for tuning in to our digital desk, our weekend headlines. I'm Owen Kingsley. We'll have many more on these stories. And as I mentioned, Ryan's full forecast coming up tonight at 10 and 11. So we'll see you there. You'll see all these full versions. So please go out there. Enjoy this lovely evening while we still got a little more time. I know we have no more daylight, but plenty of nice weather tonight and tomorrow.
You've been watching live interactive coverage from CBS 13 and Fox 23. Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air, online, and through these social channels.